on this solemn day. It's a day that we must always remember and never forget. Before we get started, I'd like everybody to take a moment of silence. Thank you. Getting us started will be Lieutenant Nass.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. Even though 18 years have passed, what happened on September 11, 2001 must never fade in the minds of Americans. Our beautiful country was attacked and so many free people were killed. Those of us who spend our lives in the service of others, be it the fire services, law enforcement, or the military, the memories of the terrorist attack that took place and so many lives remain fresh. Like many other Americans, the people of Mashpee remember the 343 New York City firefighters and paramedics killed that day while rushing in to those two doomed buildings as everyone else was rushing to get out. We remember the 23 New York City police officers and 37 Port Authority police officers killed. We remember the 125 civilians and military personnel killed at the Pentagon. And we remember the nearly 3,000 civilians who perished in the towers and on those 4 airliners that day. Our country was attacked because of hatred, but instead of falling apart, we stood up to terror. We showed the world that our spirit was not broken. The spirit of this great free nation can't be broken by hatred or violence. We must be ever vigilant so that this never happens again. We must never forget September 11th, 2001. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Morning. Maybe we should have compared speeches, as they're obviously quite similar. Today we remember those nearly 3,000 people that lost their lives 18 years ago. Among them principally were 343 firefighters, 60 combined police officers, and 9 other emergency workers. There were many brave acts carried out that day, both individually and as a team. Those precise acts reflect the very spirit of America. The timeline goes like this. At 8:46, American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At 9:03, United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower. At 9:37, American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon. And finally, at 10:07, United Airlines Flight 93 crashed into an open field in Pennsylvania due to the heroism of those aboard attempting to retake their plane. 18 years later, those events still define who we are as a country, and we must not forget. We need to remember them today and honor their sacrifice by not letting down our guard. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak today? If you would, you can come on up.
Good morning. So last night I was thinking about today's event, and I remember all the years that I've come here and always look out and I see the same faces, and I remember the words that go with this tragic day, and that's "we will never forget." Yet it seems as though when I look out, it seems as though we've forgotten, and I don't know what it is. I hope and pray that the individuals taking the time at home and somewhere else to reflect on the day, reflect on the patriotism and the support that we all had for one another. And I don't know where that's gone. I don't know what's happened. But I hope and pray that we are as unified as I was hoped we would be. And I pray for the people that have lost their lives and the families of the survivors. Thank you.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Okay. It's a memorable day, and I think it is important that we do this each and every year. It's one of those events that I think everybody here remembers where they were that day, and you know, you'll never forget it. I think it's important that this is done every year, and we must never forget. At this time, that concludes our ceremony. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out. Enjoy your day.